How y'all doing? And I love Paris as well. But first, I want to let you know I have the best co-host ever, and that is the wonderful Miss Ann C.
Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning. This is the Jones Report, bringing you straight news, no alternative facts, information you can use. Thanks for tuning in to Power 106.3 and kyheartmedia.com.
Well, everybody knows how we like to do it. We do this every week. Before we even get started on anything, we start with a motivational, inspirational word for the day that you can take with you. So, Ancy, why don't you go ahead on and take that away for us?
Well, as you know, I always try to find something that not only speaks to our audience, Kimberly, but speaks to myself as well. Worry is the interest paid in advance on a debt you may never owe. Let me repeat that again. Worry is the interest paid in advance on a debt you may never owe.
Say that one more time for me.
Worry is the interest paid in advance on a debt you may never owe.
I love that.
Yeah, I got that from somebody's grandmother.
You know, grandmothers always have the good sayings.
And it's something about being worried about things too, isn't it?
Yes. There's no need to worry. No need to worry at all. So,
the party last night, Kimberly, Jones Media.
Okay, that's why I was getting ready to say something so you wouldn't even talk about the party last night. What about the party last night? The Jones Media party.
The first annual.
Mm-hmm.
We did an excellent job. You did an excellent job planning and executing, and absolutely wonderful.
Well, thank you. You know, we always have to do something for ourselves to make ourselves really feel good, because why? Trump is still in office.
And that's how she does it. We can talk about something and we go right back to Trump.
Well, I'm going to talk about it until he's out of office, okay? So let me tell you this.
Yes.
We have someone special here today. And guess who it is?
Ooh, I wonder who it is.
He's a businessman. He's a father. He's a husband. I mean, he's got a great wife. I don't even know why she's still with him.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely
Yeah,
gorgeous.
she is. And plus, she has such a sweet spirit about herself. Yes. But we're going to introduce this great guy. And I'm only saying this because I'm on the air, because it's my brother,
Yes.
Mr. Lee Cecil.
All right.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to the Jones
Good morning.
Report.
How are you all doing this morning? Hey,
We're doing great now that you're
now
here.
that I'm here, yeah.
Yes,
Apparently
we're doing
you'd rather-
absolutely
You'd
wonderful.
rather have Tasha here since she's so great.
Don't be jealous. So we've got you here today because, you know, we understand.
Being a businessman and being in Louisville, Kentucky, which is challenging, isn't it?
Yes, it's very challenging, extremely challenging.
Being an African American
There we go.
businessman.
There we go.
Well,
Just around just in the country, not just here in Kentucky, but in the country.
And working all over the country, I've experienced different levels of, you know, that sort of. Are my levels? I've experienced that sort of challenge everywhere I've gone. You know, I've always had to adapt and try to, you know, play the game, as they say. So far so good. Could be better, but you know.
Well, we're going to be talking about some things in just a little bit more.
Right.
And we're going to get in depth a little bit, but we just wanted to make sure that people knew that you were in the studio, you are in the house today.
Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, you don't know how hard it was to get him here. Matter of fact, I gave him some of my famous punch last night, and he was going to say yes to anything. Yes.
And that cheese dip.
Oh, that cheese
awesome.
Oh, and the salmon dip.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, guess
yes.
what? On the Jones Report page and the Jones Media page on Facebook, I'll be putting some of these recipes on there. So please give me until tomorrow to get those recipes on there. They are a sure hit for your holiday
They
parties.
sure are.
Yes, like I said before, we have to do things to make ourselves feel good
Right.
because of the administration that we have and the things that have also been happening, I'm sure, at your local and state levels all around this country, as it has been what they call it, the Trump effect. So, I just want to say this, that we love to tell our audience that they're listening to the best radio station in the world,
That's right.
and we do cover the world, literally, and that you can also listen to us on your phone or your tablet at www.kheartmedia.com, and these other platforms as well: Spreaker, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Castbox, Anchor, and Periscope. But I want to say this right now. Up next is Ancy with the news.
Good morning. I keep wanting to make it afternoon. More than 200,000 signatures have been taken to remove Mike Vick from the Pro Bowl honorary captain, and many people are wondering why a significant number of the public still feel that Vick has to continue to pay for a crime he has paid for with time in prison. There's another petition that has come out that supports Vick and is growing steadily. It's now in the 100,000s or more to support his position. The White House said Friday it will not participate in the House Judiciary Committee impeachment proceedings, saying the inquiry is completely baseless. Pelosi said the facts of Trump's wrongdoing in Ukraine are uncontested and that the articles of impeachment will be drafted. That's it on the news for the Jones Report. Back to you, Kimberly.
I cannot believe that we're still talking about Mike Vick.
Right.
I mean, after everything that he's done to vindicate himself, we're still talking about Mike Vick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess it's okay for some people when they do wrong things, but for other people it's not.
You know what came to mind? People were talking about Martha Stewart. She spent time in prison, all the things she did,
Right.
and she still got a top 5 show. She's being invited to all these different events. They do not talk about her time in prison, or that she cannot be trusted anymore because of what she did. It's a double standard.
Well, the thing is, and it's the animal portion of it.
That's right.
People really they really care about animals more than they care about people sometimes. That's
right.
Especially about giving people a second chance. And Mike Vick got caught up in a situation where animal lovers are just not going to have that. People, they spend so much money on their animals and everything, and that's fine. That's dandy to love your dogs and cats and things like that. But to put them above a human being in some, particular instances, it baffles the mind sometimes.
It does. Picking animals over humans, or better yet, the other one that they gave was you can put children in cages,
Right.
and you can practically let them die on the floor in these camps, but you can't sign a petition to support getting them out of that, but you can sign about Vic, and about dogs. I don't see how we are really placing humans, or not even placing humans, placing dogs over humans.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that do that. And they say that animals are much better to communicate with because they really don't talk back that much.
Thank you for that, Kimberly.
Well, I just had to put my 2 cents in. But you know what? If there was a dog on the ballot in 2020 in November for president,
I would
and it was
vote.
between
There it
the
is.
dog
There it
and
is.
Trump,
There it is.
The dog may have a really good
Bow
chance.
wow.
I bet you he will do better than what we got going on now.
This is
That's the
true.
sticker on the back of my car. Roof.
Exactly.
Bow wow for president. I'm serious.
Bow Wow. That's right. Put him in office, matter of fact. We can put Bow Wow in office.
That's it.
You know, I just want to go back to the Jones Media party last night.
Yes. That's a good thing to go back to.
Yes, it was amazing to bring all of the shows together that are underneath the umbrella of Jones Media to meet and greet and be together.
Yes.
And so much professionalism,
Yes.
empowerment, so much was in the room last night.
It really was.
And you know what else I found out?
What else?
Everybody in the room, I think I can honestly say this, doesn't like Trump.
And love your punch.
That seemed to be, yeah, that was the consensus.
I think the other one, I thought she was going to say, and love my punch. Everybody love my punch.
We're not going to talk about the punch anymore, okay? People were really loving that punch. Guess, okay, tell the people who came to the party last night, the surprise guest.
Oh, Mike, oh gosh.
He might be your next senator.
He might
You
be
better
the next
know.
senator.
You better know who
But
he is. You
it
better
was
know.
great. Him and his wife Lynn.
Why you gotta hit me while you talking?
Mike and Lynn Breuer.
Ladies and gentlemen, my brother is hitting me on my hand while he's trying to remember the man's name. He's abusing me. Mike Breuer.
Yes.
Mike
He
Breuer.
got it. He got it.
I got it.
Okay, and his wonderful wife Lynn.
Yes.
I think they could really represent the state well.
I thoroughly enjoyed talking to him. He seemed like a man of common sense, first of all.
Right.
That's half the battle.
That's half the battle right there. But he seemed like he's open to doing things, getting in there and doing things where they're not getting done right now, because we have a person in place right now that is just burying things that are really truly detrimental for society, that are needed, that are that people are longing for, and to put it aside because of your political affiliations and things of that nature, and your corporate affiliations. Oh my gosh, it's just so corrupt up there. You got a 40-year villain up in there, basically.
Yes.
It's almost.
It's a swamp.
Yes.
It's a swamp.
Moscow Mitch.
Yeah.
That's why it's important when we choose someone. There will be a primary in Kentucky in May between Amy McGrath, Benny J. Smith, possibly Charles Booker, who is a state representative. He's now doing a listening tour all over Kentucky. And then, of course, Mr. Mike Breuer. It's very important of whom we pick, because that person is going to have to be able to go against Mitch McConnell.
Right.
And he's got a serious machine working to elevate him for his reelection. And the whole country wants Mitch McConnell out. The majority of people do. But it's only we in Kentucky, yes, everybody, we're special. We're extremely special because only we in Kentucky can get rid of Mitch McConnell.
Right.
And we need to come out and vote. We have to come out and vote because right now Nancy Pelosi, and being the Speaker of the House, the entire House has voted upon 400 plus bills. They have been working. So if you thought that the only thing that they were doing was just the impeachment inquiry, totally wrong.
Right.
There have been representatives actually doing their work as we have elected them to do. Bills have been passed, prescription bills, the voting rights bill of 1965. They have reinstated. They've reinstated parts of that bill Friday. And John Lewis, Representative John Lewis was the lead on that.
Yes, love John Lewis.
I know, since we don't have, Elijah anymore. God bless his soul.
How they were mixing them up.
I know. They did kind of favor a little bit, I'm not going to lie. However, Representative Congressman John Lewis is carrying the torch to make sure that states are kind of working together to make sure that all of this gerrymandering, all of this depleting voter rolls, things of this nature are not happening.
Right.
So we applaud him.
We do.
Yes.
We applaud him. Can we have some clap, 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 clap. Okay, clap, clap, clap. I just do it myself. Okay, thank you. Oh, my sister-in-law's in the background. Thank you so much. I just clap for myself. So we applaud John Lewis for, the strides that he is making, not just for African Americans in this country, but he's making strides for everyone.
That's right.
That's
right.
For everyone. So what about the McConnell graveyard? They call it the McConnell graveyard, NC, meaning that all of these bills that the House has passed, They are actually literally sitting on Mitch McConnell's desk, probably in his computer. I don't want to think it's like a stack of papers.
No, he seems like he's kind of